Hey, what's up, everybody? Alright, so today we're checking out something that NathansMRE actually sent these over, but he got them from foreignmre.com. Art and Nina sent them to him, so we're going to check them out on this live stream, and I want to try to get to this right off the bat. I'm not seeing any chat yet. There's Miss Marilyn. Hello, Miss Marilyn. I'm having troubles with my camera, and I'm really hoping that it doesn't kick me in. Now, YouTube's live stream is pretty good at overpowering a lot of stuff, so I'm hoping that that's going to be the case here. I could be up here 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and it could kick me out. I mean, I could come right back in, but it'll kick me completely out of the app. That's what it's been doing. So hopefully that does not happen. Now, like I said, I'm going to try to get to this quickly because I'm having that issue. And I just want to go ahead and start it out with this. But I am going to make a cup of coffee real quick in my foreignmre.com mug. I'm going to slide these back a little bit. About to right there. Mug front and center. And I have some coffee right here. That this is the Type 2. Salty Croc Collectibles actually sent me some extra coffee over, which was awesome. Sent it in that first package that I bought from him, and then he hooked me up with a free one, which was awesome. So, yeah, Type 2. Now, I like the old Type 2 coffee. I like the new Type 2 coffee, too. They're both pretty good. But this is spray-dried. The old Type 2 that I have had is freeze-dried. So it's like a bigger granule. But the flavor, pretty similar. It's not a whole lot of difference there, but usually the old Type 2 has a little bit of a age to the flavor. Now this is actually creamer from a UGR, or a unitized group ration. Throw that in there. And I have some packages of Domino sugar. You guys seen that? I'm going to have to assume you guys saw that review that Steve just put up of that March 1943 B unit. Yeah, that was awesome. He said he was going to hook me up with one of those Chelseas, because he sent me the Chelseas that he had from his K ration, which was probably about a year ago, I would say. Maybe give or take a few months. I'm not real sure. But they were rough. They were rough. They're up there on my shelf right now. There's still one in there. So I could actually do a direct comparison if I wanted to. But those ones that come out of the can, I'm sure. These are just little tiny packs of sugar, by the way. I don't know how much is in each pack. And it does not say on these little packages. It probably says on the box. Get some water up in here. Got to have something to wash it down with. Now, I did just speak with Art, and he said to mention that they got tons of these things in. So if you guys like what you see, man, I was looking at the calorie count on these things per box, and it's like almost 5,000 calories per box. So you're packing a lot of calories in a little tiny space, and that's what you want if you're putting something in your vehicle, especially something like this that's not going to spoil very easily. Where MREs are pretty good, but they're not going to be they're not heat resistant. Let's just put it that way. So let's see. I think there are 5 bars in each box. Let me see. Okay, there's probably 4 bars per box. So we're just going to get started with one of them. Probably be best to start with the original and get a good baseline. So we'll start with the original. I guess that means flavor. Oh, okay. I see that is an F. It's original flavor. Okay. So these are the original flavor. Give them a smell. Okay, that smells really sweet. That's what it's not quite cotton candy, like, you know how that's got cotton candy kind of has a fruity, but similar to that in the sweetness smell. And I swapped knives out for this week. I meant to change back to that other knife that I just got. I think it's a Gerber. Yeah, it's a Gerber. Let's see. Definitely has a sweet smell. Kind of smells like cereal, I would have to say. Some kind of like Frosted Flakes. But it smells even sweeter than that. You guys, excuse my thumb. I guess I smashed it somewhere. I don't know. There's you a good look at that. Looks pretty tasty. Very similar looking and feeling to the old compressed cereal bars. Had the old shortbread, of course, oatmeal cookie bar. There was a chocolate chip bar that came in the food packet survival general purpose. You know, there's multiple different types of bars that the U.S. has made over the years. And this one, and granola. And I think that's all. I'm not sure. But yeah, looks similar. Let's see. That's very similar in texture to the shortbread bar. Also very similar in taste. It's kind of hard to bite into, but once you bite into it, it's not real hard. Very, very similar. I would have to say that that is a shortbread flavor. Kind of buttery. Sweet. I'm getting crumbs all over the place here. Yeah, that's really nice. Packed with calories. So I'm not going to finish that. But I mean, I'm going to finish it, just not right now. Got this bag that Nathan actually sent these in. Going to store them all in there. I got a marker right here too. I'm going to actually mark that one on the plastic with an O for original. That way I know what flavor it is. Okay, so that was the original flavor, and I would definitely say that is as close to a shortbread bar from the U.S. that I've ever tasted. That has to be what that is shortbread. Very similar in flavor. I actually just had a shortbread bar the other day, so okay, I don't want to go with the coconut next. I want to go with this salty one next. Still got a clean my palate out here. Let's I'd say that's probably stirred up. I don't think there's anything in there. Got a Dairy Queen spoon here. Yeah. The water's super hot, so that stuff dissolved right off the bat. Oh wow, that is whew. That's too hot to drink. Okay. Next up is the salty flavor. Curious about this one. After we had this one here, the original, salty just seems kind of weird now that I've had that. Whoa, Nathan Stickney. Did I say that correctly? Nathan Stickney. You didn't even write anything, my friend. Thank you so much for that $20 donation, though, dude. Holy cow, man. Wow. You didn't have to do that, but thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Same smell. Gotta say, same smell. Nathan with the suit coming through with the super chat right there. Man, my dude. Okay, I said it right. Stickney. Nathan Stickney. Every time I see your name a lot, I have been here recently. I've seen it in comments, and I've seen it maybe on other channels too. And I want to say it differently in my head. I can't even say it out loud the way I say it in my head. It's weird the way I'm trying to say it. I'm probably confusing you guys. Let's check out this salty bar. Now these things, by the way, from what I can tell here, it's 4,764 calories per box. And These are 45-gram bars each, I'm going to guess. I think that's what that means. So you're looking at like, what, over 1,100 calories per bar? Yeah, closer to 1,200, like 1170, 1160. Get some crumbage in there. Yeah, that was a little bit crummy. Give y'all a good close-up look at that one. And it looks very similar to the other, of course. It smells, I don't know, it does have just a slightly different smell. I can't put my finger on what that is. Alright, we'll have to try this one. Down the hatch. That has more than just salt to change the flavor. Now, the baseline is the same as the original, but there's also something added in there that's more than just salty. I can't put my finger on what that is. But it does have just a very slight hint of salty that follows it up. It doesn't hit you as soon as you take a bite of it, but after you chew it up and right as you're swallowing it, you get a little bit of a salty taste on the back of your tongue. That's interesting. I kind of didn't expect that. I can actually see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you can kind of see the salt in there glimmering, shining just a little bit. This one seems drier than the other one. It's easy to eat though, I would have to say. Now this one is making me a little bit thirsty compared to the other one. Really didn't seem to have that effect. So this one right here, what do I do with the marker? This one right here gets an S for salty. There we go. Yeah, so far I prefer the original over the salty, just because the salty kind of has like a, I don't know, it has a dry, definitely has a dryness to it. Just, it's not super dry, it's just drier than the other one for sure. I mean, none of them are going to be moist. If they were moist, then they would mold and get nasty. So, let's see. Coconut, pineapple, and lemon. I think lemon's probably going to be the, well, coconut might be too. Coconut's usually either, when someone does something with coconut, it's either overdone or it's underdone. Hey, what's up, James? And there's Nathan, 109 millimeter. So we've already made it 13 minutes in. We're still going, so that's a good sign. I think the YouTube app is going to prevail. So we'll move these two over here and keep those over there. That'll go in the middle. Actually, it can now. Now, this one is the coconut. Just, I can't smell it. I can't smell the coconut. Not yet. Let me cut it open and see if that helps. Just a slightly creamy smell. I would have to say this one has a I don't know, kind of milky smell to it. Of course, it looks exactly like the others. You guys are going to think I'm crazy. But that one was way more salty than the salty one. I'm not really getting coconut on that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Let me try it again. Clear that out real quick. Let's see. This one has a salty property to it. I don't know what's up with that. I'm really not getting the coconut, just kind of a buttery. Definitely got that shortening going on in there. Very similar to eating a shortbread cookie. Kind of like, reminds me of an animal cracker in flavor. This one does. I guess they all kind of do. Now I can smell. It definitely has a different odor. Just, it doesn't smell like coconut. It does not smell like coconut. So that's my thoughts on that one. You put the C on there. You put your lime in your coconut. I don't know, man. This one it just didn't come across as coconut to me. Maybe Nathan got them mixed up. Definitely had a salt. This one had a salty hit to it. I gotta say that as soon as I bit into it, definitely had the saltiness to it. Now, when I ate the salty one, I did get a little bit of a salty hint, just not until like I was swallowing it and just on the back of my tongue a little bit. If somebody told me that if somebody didn't tell me, I should say, that I was eating a salty one, I would have never known it. Now, this one, on the other hand, when I just took a bite of it tasted salty both times when I bit into it. So, lemon or pineapple? Let's go with the pineapple next. I feel like this is going to be the least flavored out of the two. I think lemon's probably going to have the largest hit of flavor. Now, you guys, you should be able to, if you want to, you should be able to click right down there in my description if you guys want to go visit ForeignMRE.com and check out these bars. I think he probably has all the flavors in right now from the way he talked. So, you guys, you want to check these out. These are awesome to store away for, you know, anything that happens, or actually, this would be great camping or hiking food also. Okay, this one definitely has the smell. I smell the pineapple. Yeah, this one, and it's not strong. It's very mild, but it's just slightly different. Kind of smells like dried fruit. Pineapple, you know how like if you have a dried piece of pineapple and it doesn't have a whole lot of aroma. That's what's going on right here. Whoa. Yeah, I definitely taste that. Okay, this is the strongest flavored one so far. By far. And it definitely does taste like pineapple. I wouldn't say that it doesn't taste like it's all natural pineapple, even though it probably is. Some kind of pineapple oil, if I was to guess. This one has more of a moist property to it. It's not drying me out nowhere near as bad as the other two right there. The first one was not bad either. I would compare this one to that. The pineapple to the original when it comes to dryness. This one was pineapple. P. I like this one. It's not bad. Has a definite fruity flavor. I notice more flavor comes through on the back end. It's not as soon as you take a bite, chew it up. It's whenever you're going to swallow it. then you really get a burst of flavor. Just kind of odd. Not a whole lot of foods that do that I've noticed. Now, kind of in my opinion, I might have saved the best for last here, but also what might be the most flavorful. But I'm a lemon fan. I'm a lime fan. I like lemon. I like lime. So we got one lemon bar in here, and I'm sure this looks just like the rest of them to my eyes. Through the plastic, I don't smell anything different. Just kind of smell it, get that sweet smell, more or less. Get crumbs all over the place. I'm good at that. Regular Ruffles. Ruffles have ridges. So there's that. Get you a good look at that. Okay, now that I have it opened up, I get just the slightest hint of lemon, and it reminds me of a lemon pound cake. The same smell, even mixed with the bar, it smells like a lemon pound cake or a lemon poppy seed pound cake. Either or, they both smell about the same. Yeah. That's not bad. That's probably my favorite, I think. It's between this and the original. The original's pretty daggone good, too. But this definitely has the most flavor all the way through. Now, the pineapple was pretty strong on the back end. This one, I tasted lemon as soon as I bite into it. Yeah, liver pate flavored bar. Now, you guys over there in Germany might like that. Y'all eating all that liverwurst over there. But here in the U.S., liver's not, or liver, whatever. I've never liked liver. Putting an L on that one, but it should be a W for a win, because that was pretty awesome. If you like lemon, this is nice. If you don't like lemon, you could still eat this. It's nothing overly powerful or offensive. They're all pretty lightly flavored, packed with tons of calories. They don't leave like that greasy film in your mouth like you would almost expect with something that's so overloaded with calories. Because there are tons of calories in that. I mean, you're talking 1,200 calories almost in that little bar. More or less, that's what's in that. I think the calorie count's the same on all these. Let me look. 4764. 4764. Yeah, 4764. Yep. Calorie count's the same on all of them. Now, if you like shortbread, you're going to like the original. The salty one, I really didn't, I can't really say much about the salty one. Couldn't really tell much of a difference, so if you like shortbread, you'll like the salty one as well. You won't really notice it. Other than, I did notice that it was a little more dry than the others. So I've got a few things planned for this live stream. I'm going to set these to the back where we can still see them. Maybe. Like so. Actually, move that over a little bit. We're going to do a couple things. First off, had some things come in the mail this week. So we're going to go through that. Yeah, I think we're going to be all right. It's we're 24 minutes in. I think we're good to go. See Daniel, what's happening? And Karsten. Now, got some stuff down here. Get it up here. First off, I have a package here that was sent from Miss Marilyn. So thank you, Miss Marilyn, for sending this. And I have not opened it, and it's heavy. It's probably got a weight on it. Let me see. Let me see if there's a weight on it. No, because I think is this a flat rate? Yeah, flat rate. So they don't put the weight on the flat rates usually. They don't weigh them. As long as it's not over a certain weight, like 25 pounds or something, they don't weigh them. If it's close, I guess they would, is what I mean. Alright, so let's cut this open. There should be like a pull tab on it, I think. I think that's how these work. It's definitely took a beating from the post office. I mean, if it was something breakable, which I don't think it is, it would have been broken. They are not careful. Not careful at all. Okay, so there's some tape right there that I'm going to have to cut through. I really didn't want to rip it all the way down through there. There we go. Oh my goodness. Whoa. That is crazy. Do you guys see that? Because that is overload. Fixing to dump these out. Look at this. Oh my gosh. That has to be, I don't even know how many that is. Oh my gosh. These are my favorite. You guys noticed I got some of these last week, and I've already eaten 4 or 5 of them. Like, they're irresistible to me. I don't know. Like I said, if you guys haven't had these, thank you, Miss Marilyn, that you just want me to get fat. I see how it is. I see how it is. Thank you so much. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that is a dozen right there. Holy cow. There's more than a dozen here. It's probably 2 dozen the way it's looking. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 24 cran raspberry first strike bars. I'm set for the year now. Between these and the other ones, I'm going to ration these, and these will last me the entire year. And that's like, let's see, what would that be? Would have had 37 to begin with. So, a week, probably from here on out. I could probably do that. Wow. I never thought I'd see this sight on my table. Look at this. I can cover my entire table with first strike cran raspberry bars. Steve's gonna be jealous. I ain't joking. Steve's gonna be jealous. He loves these things too. We have that in common. We both love the cran raspberry first strike bars. Definitely one of my favorite things that they have ever put into MREs in definitely the last 10 years. This might be my favorite item that they've put in MREs in the last 10 years. I don't know when they started putting these cran raspberry bars in. That's kind of a good question for me to research and find out. One of these is staying out. I don't think I'm ever going to fit all these. I'm pretty sure I can't get them all back in the package. I can try. I can try. Wait, there's a card there too for, I'm going to have to bet that Blindside got them from the same dude. If I was a betting man. Yep, the Z-Ration dude. The Z-Ration Zombie MRE. So that fella has cran raspberry bars. And I see him on eBay all the time. So definitely got the hook up on the. I wonder where he got all these cran raspberry. He had to open so many MREs to be that. I don't know where he got a direct line on these, because these have been one of the hardest things to come by I don't know, for the last 3 years or so that I've been looking for these, they haven't been easy to come by. Let me just say that. They came up one time on eBay, and I bought some. Me and Steve both bought a bunch. And that was seen them at one time, and they sold out. The dude sold out super quick. So, I don't know. You know, that going right there. Okay. Get a swig of coffee here. Next up. Alright. Got an envelope here from ADP. I have no idea. ADP. I'm not going to give away their address. So, flipping the envelope over. I ain't got a clue about this, so let's just find out. Just, well, I got it opened enough there so that I can slide my finger down through here. Okay. Oh, look at there. Got a rock or something patch. That's awesome. Velcro patch. You can stick on, well, anything. Your jacket, your hat. I actually have a hat that has the Velcro on the front and back for adding patches to. I'll have to bring that out and slap that sucker on there. That's awesome. Here's something to put onto your pack. Keep up the good work, man. Thanks a lot. If you sent this, let me know, because all it says is ADP on the front, and I have no idea who ADP is. So, thank you so much for that. That was awesome. Yeah, that would have been cool. It's cool either way, man. Yeah, but if it was about that thick, that could have, I mean, you know, even ones, that could have been like 30 bucks that thick if you thought it was filled with money. So these other two here are something that I picked up. I haven't opened them. Had them a couple days now. Ordered them last week. And thought that they would go well on the live stream. So let's check out what I got here. This is just something, like I said, I bought these for the live streams. So, not unboxing anything from anyone or anything like that. But thanks again to ADP and Miss Marilyn for all those cran raspberry bars. And Nathan and Art. Nathan for sending these over, and Art for sending these to Nathan and sharing them over this way. I think there should be a link to Nathan's channel down in my description, and also I'm pretty sure hopefully the link to Art and Nina's store works. That's right down in the very top of my description. Alright, here we go. What do we got here? Oh yeah. These are the chest. Look at that, pack's already coming undone. Look at that. Oh man, that's not good. That's not good at all. What? No cell. Oh, I just took the cellophane off. These should be King non-filters. And they're looking pretty good. They smell okay. They don't smell like they came out of an accessory packet, but they don't smell too bad. So this pack right here, this pack's getting donated to the stream. And then that pack's rough too. Jeez. That pack's missing its cellophane altogether. Hang on a second. Let me go ahead and just wrap this one up in there like so. Yeah. Okay. So those didn't look like that whenever I ordered them, but they didn't make the trip very well or something. Okay. Everything out of there. Now we got one other box right here. I want to check this out. We got what? We got 60 folks in here on my screen right there, and we got 19 thumbs up. Thank you guys for hitting that that thumbs up. I appreciate y'all for that. Oh, okay, I got to cut tape here too. There we go. So, I don't even remember what this is, to be quite honest. Oh, okay. Now I do. Check this out. Kind of bent it, though. That's kind of not cool. But, check this out. It's really cool. You got these, this is the sign. Buy 'em or bum 'em. And then, right here is the pack of smokes that goes with it. How cool is that? That's pretty awesome, I gotta say. I asked him what year this was. Little Tramp, Bubbles Incorporated, Brown and Williamson Tobacco Corporation. Really interesting. Now, they do have a warning on the side. I'll have to look it up because I'm not sure. This one says, the Surgeon General has determined that cigarette smoking is dangerous for your health. I think that's one of the early warnings. So that's probably one of the first warnings. I could be wrong. I don't know. It's been a long time since I looked at the warnings to see which ones were during what times. But that's how you can judge age of cigarettes from around the era whenever they started putting warnings on them. Now, pre-warnings, there's an era there where you're not going to know. There's about a 10 to 15 year range, maybe even 20 years, where if it wasn't like stamped on the bottom of the pack or something, it's just kind of weird. But like, you know, for whatever state they were in, usually that state tax stamp would have a year embedded in it. So unless that is the case, then you're not going to know. Now, before that, it was the DeWitt Clinton tax stamps. So these Chesterfields are way rougher than what they look like. Yeah, that's kind of... Planned on opening these up and smoking them right now, but you know what? I'm gonna wait and look at these again, because whenever I ordered them, they did not look nothing like that. They were nowhere near that rough, or I wouldn't have bought them. So this right here, I'm gonna leave this out. Plan on putting this in my corner here. Let's see if I can put it over here on my picture right now, just for the time being. Yep, that should work. Okay, now these, I'm going to set these off to the side because I think those are cool. That's still a cool pack. Charlie Chaplin, right? Oh, that's cool. It's not the same one, but it's actually the back side of them. I didn't realize that. Very, very cool, man. Okay. Now, before I move on to the meal, what we're going to do, check this out, is I'm going to go, now I've been talking to, I ain't been talking to, I talked to Bob once, and he has his new website up and running and doing well. If you guys have seen any of Gundog's videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. Gundog's done some MRE Nation stuff. Build your own case, build your own MREs, build your own custom MRE, just with your own custom bag, with whatever you want on it, you know, just all this stuff, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, this is what you're, hang on. This is what you're greeted with whenever you click into there. So he's got that E.J. Snyder Skull Crusher Survival Gear and MREs. So there are rations in there that you can go in and buy. Full spectrum survival MREs. But what we're going to do is we're going to build our own. Check this out. Hopefully you guys can see this. Yeah, the old note's still alive, but it's just not, it won't film anything, unfortunately. So build your own MREs. MRE ration 24 hour. Hang on a second. I'm building a single meal. MRE Nation MREs. Wait a minute. Okay, maybe this is right. This is right, I think. Yeah, go down here, click Click here to build your own MRE ration. There we go. Now we're going to scroll down here. 14 bucks. Everything's super fresh. And you get to choose whatever you want in it, okay? And he was telling me that they're running like 1,500 calories per meal, which is considerably more. I mean, that's like 25% more calories, almost. Let's call it 20%. 20% more calories than what you're getting in a standard MRE. 14 bucks is not bad, I gotta say. So, and we have, look, check it out. We got spaghetti with beef sauce, Southwestern style, beef with black beans, pepperoni pizza, maple flavored pork patty, jalapeno beef patty, hash browns with bacon, creamy fettuccine. Oh, I think that's got to be the one with the spinach, right? Chili mac, yum. Chicken burrito bowl, yum. Chicken, rice, and vegetables. I wonder if that's freeze dried. Curious. Cheese tortellini, beef stew, beef ravioli, Asian style beef stew. Well, I'm going with beef stew. I'm in the mood for beef stew tonight too. So next is our side item. Black beans in sauce. We have garlic mashed potatoes, French tuna pate. Oh, that's out of a French ration, and white rice. So, with my beef stew, of course, I want to have, hey, keep up the good work. All right, Eeyore. Hey, that reminds me. I just wrote your name down because I have another drawing this week. Everybody, and your name's right there on top. So, I'll do that after I finish up ordering my custom, whatever I'm choosing to put in it. I mean, it's custom. I guess it's custom. Build my own MRE here. But thank you so much for that donation, man. You guys are awesome. And I'm going to go ahead and order this, and we'll just check it out next week. What's that? Does that sound good to you guys? I think it's a good idea. I think we can order it together. I guess I should have asked for your guys' input, but I'm the one that's got to eat it, so you know, it is what it is. So I think it's a good idea. We're gonna order this thing together. Now I get to select a bread for my dinner, because I'm having it for dinner. We got crackers, Italian breadsticks, multigrain bread. Multigrain bread. I wonder if that is like the loaf that comes in like the like in the Dutch or something. I'm gonna go with the multigrain bread. You got chipotle tortillas, plain tortillas, vegetable crackers, and wheat snack bread. I'm definitely going with the multigrain bread. Maybe that's something new. Maybe that's like a 2018 item or a 2017 item. I ain't had very many fresh MREs. If I have had them, I've had them on the channel. So you guys have seen everything that I've had that's been fresh. So next up, we have a spread. We get to pick a spread. Now, what's going to go good with this is going to be for my beef stew, to go with my beef stew. And I'm going to have the multigrain snack bread. What do I want to have? Usually I go with the chunky peanut butter just because it's like I can eat that just about any way. If I don't have bread, or, you know, I could eat it just, I want to go with that. I'm not big on putting cheese spread in my beef stew. I think beef stew is a good standalone on its own. Snack is up next. We have applesauce with raspberry puree, baked cheddar crackers, British fruit explosion puree, sesame bars, corn nuts, dried fruit mix, roasted peanuts, dry roasted peanuts, salted. We got mango peach applesauce, pepperoni pizza, cheese crackers, pretzel nuggets, pretzels, and raisins. I'm going with the pepperoni pizza cheese crackers, I think. Let me look at this again. Corn nuts is good. Let's see. I like the baked cheddar crackers as well, but I'm going to go with, I'm going to stick with my first choice, the pepperoni pizza cheese crackers. Next up, we have our dessert or candy, or select one dessert or candy, it says. We have a French chocolate pudding from like the French rations. Oatmeal chocolate chunk cookie. Those things are awesome. The oatmeal cookies, those aren't bad, but they're a little dry. Like seriously, they could do a little better with that. I don't know if they could leave some moisture in, but they could make it more chewy somehow. Sugar cookies. I like sugar cookies, but I'm going to go with the French chocolate pudding. Why not? Swap it up a little bit. I'm not a big pudding eater, but those little tiny cups, I think I can handle that. Drink mix. We get to pick a drink mix. The cola drink, no thank you. You guys know that I like the grapefruit. I like it out of the Germans. I like it out of the British is good. And we got Tutti Frutti. That kind of, the Tutti Frutti drink, it smells and tastes like Red Bull, like all day long. It actually tastes like a Jaeger bomb or something. Like, it's weird. Fruit punch drink mix. We got grape. I'm a big grape fan, but I'm gonna go with because I like the grapefruit. So that's my thing. Now, we don't really need a disposable camp stove because I do believe build your own MRE ration, select from fresh entree side. Okay, yeah, here we go. We will seal it in our MRE Nation mil-spec bag. Flameless ration heater, beverage bag, and accessory kit is included. Now, we can add down here, if we want to, we can add a camp stove for $325 with fuel tabs. Mixed berry energy gel for $209. Toothbrush and toothpaste, we can add that. I'm going to skip on all that stuff because I think we all pretty well know what's up with all that. The mixed berry energy gel is what comes in the U.S. The disposable camp stove, I'm a little curious to see what's up with that. But I don't think this will be the only thing that I order from there. So, all I have left to do is hit add to cart. Please select. Oh, wait a minute. What do you mean? Did I not select? Oh, my bad. No thanks. There we go. So now I'm in here in my cart, and I'm going to go ahead and I'll finish this out, but I'm not going to do it while I'm on stream because I'll have to put my card information in. But as soon as I finish the stream up, that will be done. So look for that next week. That's what I got planned. Now, I can actually look at the chat, by the way, guys, right now. I was busy looking at that phone. Red Bull is foul, plus too much dehydrates people and is not healthy. Yeah, I agree. The Red Bull, it can be bad. Definitely. It's definitely not tasty, in my opinion. Now, some people love it, but this ain't for me. Costs the same, but you get twice as much. If you are going to buy Red Bull, you go in, you go to the Dollar General and buy the great big cans. I mean, that's the best way to buy those. Yeah, definitely. I've had a lot of Jaeger bombs too, dude. The Tutti Frutti is my favorite flavor. So you probably, well, you're German, so you probably do like Jägermeister and all that. So, Kaylist, sorry I'm late. Just finished recording a 24-hour British ration. I'll post in a few weeks. Next video tomorrow will be my MCW. Cool. Wait a minute. Do I have this on live chat? Let me see here. There we go. Huh. Now. So I am hungry. And I said I was wanting beef stew. So that's what I'm doing. We got us a beef stew right here. I'm going to go ahead and burn through this thing real quick. This is this was actually sent to me. I think Fireman Food, which I haven't seen him in the chat yet. I've been looking, but I haven't seen him in the chat tonight. But I think Fireman Food actually sent this one to me. I'm pretty sure. And he has a YouTube channel where he started out. He opened up a few of these. Yep, 92. Look, check it out. 2268. Or 63 maybe. I think it's an 8 though. 2268. I'm going to call it 2268. And this is a brown bag. This is the last year without a flameless ration heater. So there's that. Get this thing opened up real quick. Halfway through, you gotta have half a smoke now. Go ahead and just cut it open and we'll see what's up, because I have actually eaten a couple of these that he sent. One was good, one was not. One was pretty rough. Oh, okay, Maryland says fireman food is here. Give it a smell. No weirdness. None at all. No weird smell coming out of there, which is a definite good sign. So first up, we have our cherry nut cake with a 2223. Man, one more day before that would have been 2222. Cherry nut cake. This will be interesting to see if that thing's held up. Cherry nut cake's all right. It's probably, it might be my favorite out of the old nut cakes. So here we have a really nice looking example of an accessory packet A. But yeah, Fireman Food sent me a bunch of MREs a long time ago. Really hooked me up with a awesome, he sent the case that he had, and these are actually MREs from whenever he was in, where he was out fighting fires and stuff that he had left over, that he just kept stored up in his attic, actually. And he lives out in California, so they did experience some heat. He'll be the first one to tell you that. So there's our grape, 22.59 on that. I like the old grape, guys. I like the new grape too. I like grape. Yeah, I like grape. Hey, peanut butter, not bad. This is actually pretty decent. This coming together pretty decent here. This meal. I think 91 was the first year, or 90 was the first year for the brown spoon. I still haven't figured that out exactly. It may have been like came in halfway through the year. I have to double check on that. Some really nice looking crackers here. Very, very perfect. They're just, they look like they just rolled off the factory assembly line. And now we have beef stew. Beef stew, it usually holds up pretty well. So we got 2204. I think this is the oldest item in here, other than maybe the peanut butter. Crackers, yep, 2238 or 58, 2258, sorry. Peanut butter is 2163 on the peanut butter. So that, actually the peanut butter is the oldest item in here, so, and then the beef stew. First things first. I'm going to boil this. Yeah, it looks good. No delamination going on. That's a good sign. Be right back. Okay, so that's already in boiling water, which is a good thing. Thought I had it turned down to where it wasn't boiling, but I was good to go. So 54 minutes. We'll get all this put on the tray and start checking out some stuff. Got the, hang on, let's go through the accessory packet real quick, even though I've already got coffee. What's in here? Nothing special. The only thing I'd really open this up for would be the coffee. Salt, sugar, chewing gum, matches. Yep, I'm not even going to open that. There's no point in it. Save this and send it off as an extra to somebody maybe. do it that way. I think that'd be the best thing to do with that, since I've already got coffee here. I'm putting that out with my meal. I'm just going to eat that like it came with it. Get the tray up here. That nut cake's going to be interesting, I can already tell you. This grape drink feels like it's in pretty good shape, so that's a good sign too. Now, before I go any further, got Eeyore. Let me fold it correctly here. Get it pretty close to half. That way, there's that one. Miss Maryland from last week. All these are from last week. We got the Wonder Marine Vet. No. Hang on a second. Oh, crap. Sorry about that, guys. Whew. Right in the middle of this, we got Prime Driver Andrew last week. Got Blindside. Another Blindside. We got Cyanide Cookies, Dan. And Cyanide Cookies, Dan. Wrote that one the other way, but it's all good. Now, here goes the hat. Just grabbing these, throwing them in here, give them a really good, well, they all got to stay in there. See, I don't want them to stick together like that. Alright, now I'm going to turn around. Alright, I'm turned around. That was the first one I grabbed right there. Dan, yeah, you just won, sir, and that's awesome, because been wanting Dan something anyways, so he just won the drawing, and he's gonna get hooked up. He's over in Australia, and he deserves it. He absolutely deserves it. So Dan, you're the winner. I already got everything I need from you, I think. I think I can trace it back. Now, while I'm talking about this, I don't see Miss Sharon in here tonight either. I did send her a message, and I didn't hear back from her. So, and I don't have her information. I have her stuff ready. I don't have her information. So, Miss Sharon, if you happen to rewatch this later and you see this, you won last week. Hit me up. That way, anyway, we can exchange information or whatever again. You know how that works. Drink. That's what I'm doing. Great drink. Yes, sir. Cyanide Cookies. Dan. Kayla, stay. Here's my entry this week. Love the live streams. Thank you so much, Miss Kaylist. Appreciate that. That looks a little weird. Smells good. I mean, but it just looks like a dirty sand, I would call it. It's not, I don't know. It definitely looks like kind of a brown sand. Doesn't look like a grape drink. I have a feeling it will here in a second, though. So let's give it some water, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, look at that. Did you guys see that? Those blue spots that came up on top? Weird. That's weird. Huh. I guess that's just straight up food coloring. That's all. I mean, that's all I can think. Karsten, hey, dude, just for the show, man. Appreciate it, my friend. Awesome, dude. Got 10 German bucks coming over from Karsten. Man, I appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much, man. if this method for the whole package thing, it isn't like ideal, I may tweak on that and try. I don't know. I don't know what's best yet. You know, I'm experimenting. We're doing this live stream thing every week, which is great. I just want to be able to give back. I just want to figure out the best way to do it. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. This is all new to me too. So I'll act like I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. Confident. I know what I'm doing. Let's check out this nut cake. Let's see what's happening. So Mickey Joe just popped in for a second, it looks like. He mentioned earlier he was going to be going out to dinner or something, wouldn't be able to make the stream, so Mickey Joe, oh, cool. This is one of those very oddly colored, that's not, I mean, that's not really even an OD green. I mean, it is, but it's like a brighter colored OD green. Yep, 2223. Okay, it smells pretty good, actually. Okay, if I try to pull it out that way, I'm going to have to dump it out. It's catching on the corner. Oh, no wonder. There we go. There we go. Cherry nut cake. Actually does have a little bit of a red color going on in it. A little bit of a glisten, moisture on there. I'm surprised. Look at all the moisture in that thing. It's kind of surprising that it didn't, like, that moisture can stay in there ever since 1992 and not mold, mildew, nothing. Just straight up good to go. Hey, Gina, first time donating to anyone here on YouTube. Just want to say you're appreciated. Well, thank you so much. And that's awesome to be the first one to break the ice for you on that, man. It really is much appreciated. And it's kind of it's a scary hump to get over to be willing to do that, because I know I used to be the same. We all had to get over that hump at some point. So really appreciate that. And yeah, that was cool, man. First time donator. Crackers. Let's see if they got a hiss to them. I'm sure they do. These are like perfect. Oh, daggone it. My fingers slipped off of it because of the grease off that stupid cake. Yeah, well. They didn't open perfectly. They had a nice pop to them, though. Instead of like a slow hiss, had a real good pop to it. Let's try to rip it from the other side. There we go. Oh, yeah, those smell perfect. I don't know what it is about these old crackers. If it's the malted barley that's in them or what. But they taste so much better than the new ones, the fresh ones. I hope I kneaded that well enough. All right, let me go get the beef stew. I'll be right back. I don't want to overboil it. 10 minutes is long enough. So we're going to end up having beef stew 2 weeks in a row. I have to assume that I placed that order for MRE Nation tonight, that it'll be here by next week, I'm sure. If it's not, then, I mean, we'll figure something else out. But, yeah, so it's probably going to be beef stew 2 weeks in a row. Pretty simple to place an order over there, and I got to say, for 14 bucks versus what you'd get on eBay, this way you're getting what you want. And I know he's going to be I'm sure he's going to be adding more options to that. I'm pretty sure that's what he's been doing this whole time. Just more and more stuff keeps popping up over there on there. So the next step will be to order a case. So that look for that. We might do that on here too. What do you guys think about that? Order a whole case on here. We can build the whole case together on here. So that looks okay. It smells good. It smells real good, actually. It's really friggin' hot. Of course, it was just boiling, but that looks perfect. Now, I will say, looks can be deceiving. And I have been deceived by one of Mr. Fireman Foods' MREs before. Now that we're talking about that, I'm not invincible. Neither is Steve, neither is anybody that does this. And after eating that last week, which I knew what the consequences to that could be, I did take a charcoal right afterwards, but it was too little too late. I ended up with a sour stomach all night because there was spoiled, more or less like spoiled milk in that chicken a la king from last week. It was pretty rough, I gotta say. It was pretty rough. Now this beef stew is looking awesome. And this is 20 years older. That was a 2013. This is a 1992. 20 years older than what I had last week in the Canadian. And it had a weird tanginess, like this weird, and it just didn't taste perfect like it should have. So that's what was going on with that. I should have stirred my drink first. Duh. Well, do I have any TP setting here? I think I do. Hang on a second. Just a second to get this. There we go. We don't have to open the accessory. There's no point in me opening the accessory packet for that. Just to get the TP out. The butt ration. Wipe off my spoon. This is obviously an old one that I had something cherry or fruit punch flavored or something. A little spot of it got on there. Should have stirred the drink first. Duh. Wasn't thinking. What the heck? Donation link. What? Alright guys, just ignore that. What? That should not have happened. Coming up through Nightbot, through Streamlabs. Do not click on that. Do not pay any attention to that. I have no idea why that is popping up. But it is. So this weird grape drink that is not dissolved yet. Huh. Crunchy in the bottom. Crunchy, crunchy. I do like the old grape drink, like probably about twice as good as the new grape drink. The new grape drink's a little odd. I can't put my finger. It's just not that classic fake grape flavor that I'm used to, that I grew up with like the grape Kool-Aid. That tastes exactly like old grape Kool-Aid. Or maybe even still, I don't drink Kool-Aid unless it's like what comes in a ration. I mean, it's technically not Kool-Aid, but it tastes that way. So, I don't really drink it unless it's coming out of an MRE or a ration, usually. Every once in a while, I might have one of those, I don't know, one of those, if my kids have them or something. My kids have, like, some Kool-Aid plastic bottles or something, then I might have that. Oh, God, that smells so good. So good. I don't know how anybody can not like them. I really don't. Even though I know, what was it, Gina? Gina doesn't like them. Or no, it was, who was it said they didn't like them? Wasn't Gina. It was, maybe it was NathansMRE. I'm not sure. Anyways, NathansMRE, Nathan sent me that British 11 or 12-hour ORP last week from them. And, I was going to do some filming this week, but my camera doesn't work. Even though the power of YouTube is overpowering what I have going on, I don't know how. And if there's ads popping up for you guys, it shouldn't be doing that live. It should not be doing that. It should only run one ad at the very beginning, because I haven't even been adding ads to my live streams at all. Not at all. After I'm done with them and I let them upload, I don't even go back in and add any ads. I don't care if they're 2.5 hours long. Doesn't matter. I don't go in and add any ads to them. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like I should. Maybe I should. I don't know. Add a couple. Is that just me, or does it look like there's something red in that? Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Peanut Buddy. Yeah. You guys tell I was concentrating there. I got really quiet. Put that there. That way I can put the drink right there. A little more visible that way. Now it's time to dig in to this beef stew. Now, while it's set here and just cooled off just a little bit, I know it's still going to be scalding hot because it was scalding hot. It's gotten a little bit of grease settling on top right here. I see Elandil. Is that peanut butter? Or that is peanut butter. I do have a couple of those MREs with good old cheese spread left in them, I think. I think I do. And I was so excited to have tried peanut butter from 1992. I was so excited. Thought that, you know what, I better not start off with that big a bite. Hold up. Let me just start off with a potato. Just a potato from the beef stew. Let's just see down the hatch here. Here we go. Okay. So far, so good. No off taste about that so far. Potato tastes fine. It's actually still firm. As you can see, like, look. Potato still has firmness to it. Which, really is kind of unheard of. I don't know if you guys can see where I just cut that. Great texture to the potatoes. Carrots, I think they're still kind of firm too. They are. I got to try just a carrot now. A little bit of beef on there. Yeah, those are definitely a lot softer than the potatoes, but expectedly so. The pea has virtually no flavor. Let me just try just a little piece of meat. If I have to, I guess I can not swallow that. Here we go. Tastes good. That tastes really good, actually. Now, with this, let me just say this. You get an old dish like this, whether it be pork or beef, you know, meatballs, you got the pork and rice. What else was there? A couple of these old menus that had meat in them like this. Like, just, it wasn't your typical red sauce spaghetti and stuff like that. So you'll chew this meat and you'll start getting this weird feeling on your tongue, and then it'll hit you in the back of the throat, and it's an unpleasant feeling. It's an unpleasant taste. This seems okay. I just did take a pretty sizable bite of that beef, and I just dripped that all over my hand. There's you a look at it. Tastes pretty good. The salt level on this is perfect. Even though I'm sure it's like through the roof with sodium. I doubt it. Yeah, this is before This is before nutritional facts. Ingredients. We have beef as the #1 ingredient. That is so old to eat. Why? Why? I don't know. It's still good, dude. I guess that's why. I'd rather eat it than waste it, I guess, is what I hate, like wasting food, especially old MREs that are still edible. Now, if I'd have opened this up and it wasn't edible, then yeah, sure, it'd have been trash. But this one right here, man, it's I can't believe it because, well, the ones that that Fireman Food had, that these are from his firefighting days back in the 90s. They are, I think they might have came from 2 different cases, and I think some were, they're just holding up better than the other ones. And this one is a Sin Pack. The other ones, I think, are Sapacos. Maybe. Something like that. But honestly, this tastes perfect. I don't taste not one bit of, I mean, nothing tastes off at all. It's just a nice, solid beef stew. The formula hasn't changed much at all. Not at all. Yeah, I miss the 90s too. Only if we had a time machine, right? Could you imagine? Going back to the 90s. The beef's actually, it's got, you know, it's quite moist. The only thing I would say about this, to the negative, is it's kind of greasy. I don't know, Fireman Food. I had a pretty bad one. I had a pretty bad one out of yours. I just did a written review on it, actually, on MREinfo.com. It was an omelet. Those crackers are awesome. Just something about them. The flavor is amazing. I'm gonna wash that down with some of this old grape drink. Wow, that's really sweet. Way sweeter than I thought it was going to be. In the mood for some peanut butter crackers, especially these crackers. These are really good crackers. Oh, I forgot about that peanut butter. Looking weird. I can still see it right there. Looks funny. I probably shouldn't have just dug into that like I did. What? I don't know if it's just me or what. I gotta try just that peanut butter on its own. I've had a good omelet, not from yours, but I've had a good omelet from from a 92. I think it was 92, same year as these. I had it on a live stream here. It was really good. The cheese spread in it was good. I think that's the one. I think that's the one I had. Was I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I need to review one. Do an actual review. I don't think that peanut butter's bad. I think it's, I don't know. It did taste a little bit funny. But I've never had bad peanut butter, and I don't think it goes bad. So, super dry. And it does have a, I don't know, it's got a different flavor. Huh. Alright. I'm not going to eat any more of that, just in case. I've already taken like 2 great big bites of it. But I'm pretty sure it's okay. I've never had, like I said, I've never had bad peanut butter. I've had peanut butter twice as old as that, maybe even older. Peanut butter from the 50s. And that, I don't know, just the roof of my mouth, it had this weird tanginess. The MRE pizza, man, the pepperoni pizza. Now, I do, who just said that? Daniel said gabeRILLA sells the MRE pizza. And that would be your, what brand? Bridgeford. For some reason, from what I've seen, the civilian, I don't know if it's where they just mass produce all the military ones. I don't know if they pack a few more calories into the military ones. I really don't know. I haven't done that much research on it. But from what I've seen a few people have the civilian ones, and they look different. And I mean, from their reactions, they seem to taste different, because mine, I really liked mine. I thought mine was really good for being, you got to take into account also what it is that you're eating. You're eating a piece of pizza that is meant to last at a minimum of 3 years in this package, and it's just, you know, it's not a gourmet meal. It's a piece of pizza in a package. You know what I mean? And I thought it was really good for what it was. The meat, the pepperoni made it. Without the pepperoni, it's pretty bland. That's what I would say. Because I had that bacon. Was it bacon? Oh, excuse me. Bacon pizza from the Norwegian Arctic. And it was all right, but it was lacking something, and it was lacking meat, is what it was lacking. So there's a look inside the cherry nut cake. It's definitely got that smell of a cherry nut cake. I'm curious to whether or not this is held up. Now, the dark nuts, everybody used to think, oh no, they're dark nuts. Look, they've been sitting in this brown cake. This cake was brown when it came out. It was brown when it was mixed up. It's brown cake batter. Those nuts have been in there for 30 years. 30 some odd years. Or 20 some odd years. Was it 92? Almost 30 years. Let's say that. 20, what, 20, whatever. How many years? 20 some odd years. Those nuts, man, they kind of just, the leach in from the cake. And they're super moist. Now, I'm not saying these ones are going to be good, but I've had nut cakes. They all look the same. The nuts get dark. Usually, I've had one that was pretty light in color, but like it was super well stored. So just give this a try. I'm just gonna maybe just take a little bite from right there. Got a nut right up in there. Tastes like a walnut. First impressions are that it's okay, but I got to give it a second. The cherry flavor is all over it. I mean, it's very pronounced with that cherry flavor, and it's a natural cherry flavor. Hey, that was an actual piece of cherry. Usually you don't get that. You just taste the nuts. But that camera does a good job picking up. You guys are seeing up in that thing. You're seeing it better than I can see it with my naked eye almost. I think it's cracker crumbs on there where it was sitting on the table. It's definitely not an attractive looking thing. I would have to say it's pretty ugly looking. But it seems to be okay. Well, I see some compliments coming from Fireman Food there, man. Thank you so much for that, dude. Man, that's awesome. I try to treat everybody the same, man. That's my thing. Like, y'all are good with me. I've had some trolls come around, but shoot, I usually treat them the same too. I don't know if I can eat all this or not, man. I want to, but I don't think I can. My cheek's going numb a little bit. Yep, that's definitely no good. Dang it. First couple bites, I was pretty enthusiastic that it was going to be okay. And now, yep, my cheek is definitely numb. Daggone. Yep. I might have ate too much of that beef stew now I'm thinking about it. It's a good thing I boiled it. Man, oh man, my left cheek is just... It's numb. It's super numb. I don't know why it hit me in the cheek. That's weird. Usually hits me in the tongue, or under the tongue, or the back of the throat. Huh. I can't wait. I don't need this. I need coffee to get that out of there. Yep, that's rancid, guys. Sorry. Got rancid nuts in it. I'm done. I'm gonna tap out on this one. I think I might even overdid it a little bit. Now the crackers, good to go. That peanut butter though, even a little bit funny tasting on the peanut butter. I mean, I don't know. I just want that numbness out of my cheek. We've made a pot of coffee. Tune in at 11 for projectile vomiting. Yeah, that's a good idea if I ever have that happen. Click it on the live stream. Just, I shouldn't have ate that. Oh my gosh. The numbness in my cheek is not going away. Usually I can wipe it out. Like, I mean, quick. Yeah, it's a lingerer. It's hanging in there. That reminds me. I don't know why, but that just made me think. I just picked up something really cool for the live streams. I just thought I picked up some cool smokes for the live streams, even though I mean, if I don't know. I gotta go back and look at the pictures and description of these Chesterfields, because they did show up a lot rougher than what they look like in the pictures. But I probably won't say nothing, honestly, just because they are just old smokes, and most people don't expect people to do with them what I do with them. So, you know what I mean? But anyway, I did just order a can, and I think he told me they were 1989s. Can of another can of Camels. It's a keg, a mini keg, and they made the mini kegs with 40 and with 60, and I got the can with 60, and the guy had both on eBay, and their Camel lights is the only complaint that I have with that. So I gotta finish up ordering that over at MRE Nation. I gotta order that for next week. Do that after this. Just about finished my coffee. What did I do with my can of Camels? Oh, they're back here. Okay. Yeah, this I gotta get me a chunk of this right now. Stick it back in the pack right now so it doesn't get all nasty. Because just getting humidity from the air, it kind of picks it up and makes it real sticky. Not that it ain't sticky anyway. Yeah, this meal, I'm done. I'm done. Move it out of the way a little bit. I need to clear my seat off so I can sit down. Honestly, I didn't think this live stream was even going to happen. I figured I'd get it started up, and 10 minutes later I'd be done. Whoa, Miss Marilyn. Holy cow. I'm in the process of putting boxes together and getting you one put together too. But thanks so much for that $20 donation there. Holy cow, guys. Really appreciate that. I'm eating the cran raspberry bars that you sent. A ton of. I'm telling you, I'm going to gain 20 pounds at least. By the time I finish these, the calories in these things are pretty insane. 260 calories. 45 of those from fat. I don't think there's much sodium in here. I don't see the sodium. Oh, there it is. 70 milligrams. 3%. Yeah. Not much. But yeah, these are my, what do I call it? My cheat item, whatever. I guess is what I would say. I'm not real sure what to call it. Lots and lots of carbs, yes. Absolutely loaded. Where are they at? Right there. 48 grams, which is 16%. So technically, if you're going by that, you could eat six of these roughly in a day. And I mean that's just going on your carbs, but 6 of these calorie wise, yeah, you'd be all right. I mean, you could survive off of 6 of these a day, I'm sure. I mean, you wouldn't I don't know what would happen to you if you just tried to survive off just bars all day, every day. Not really sure. It'd be kind of tough after a few days, I feel like. Just like surviving off of these bars, after about 3 days or so, 4 days or so, you're going to be sick of them. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Like, you need something to break up the monotony. And just having different flavors is good, especially over that 3 days or so that, you know, that just say you're stuck eating survival bars for 3 days, because that's all you could grab and carry with you. And having those different flavors would be a godsend. Not the same flavor over and over and over and over and over again. So definitely a good thing. Now, what would be a good idea, honestly, now that I think about it, would be like a mixed box. Ah, nope. Dang it. Just had the cat run in here. Hang on, guys. Ah. Gotta chase it out of here. Ugh. Maybe. Ugh. Oh. Yep, making all kinds of old man noises over here. Yeah, buddy. It's because behind blackberry bushes. Oh, I love blackberries. I used to love going and picking them. The last live stream, I was telling you guys about the Korean War vet down the street, and that's what he done for the last 30 years. Right here, right down the street, he's grown blackberries, and he grows blackberries, and I'm not exaggerating. They're that big around. He calls them pie berries because they're good for using in pie. They're not the sweetest blackberry, but they're not super sour either. They're kind of like right in the middle is what he says. And I can eat them without sugar, but of course I prefer sugar on them. But right before I got hurt, he actually gave me that berry patch. And he was selling, he was selling his berries to Walmart. My local Walmart had his blackberries sitting on the shelf. I don't know how they worked that out. I don't know how it worked. But I know that's what was going on. And he got to where he couldn't really take care of it, and it kind of went downhill there for about a year. And then right before I got hurt, it was about time. It was April. It was about time to get it cleaned up and pull all the old out and start growing new. And I got hurt. I didn't get around to get my son to go down there, both my kids to go down there and clean it up. Told them, if they really wanted to, they could have went down there and picked them berries if they did taking care of it. And there was a lot of money to be made down there if they wanted to. There was nothing I could do about it. I was completely laid up. I couldn't do anything with it now either. But I was completely laid up, and it was the next year whenever I got around to talking to him. Actually, yeah, I think it was 2017. No, yeah, I'm not sure. But I got to talking to him, and he let the Amish come in and take them. They didn't come in and clean it up or anything and straighten it up. They just come in and pick them, because of course they're growing just kind of wild now. But it's overrun with old plants that are all dead and laying on the ground, and just it's rough looking. The grass gets up to 5-6 feet tall, and you can't even hardly see down through the aisles where they were at. Man, I don't know. It's sad to see, because he put his whole life into that berry patch that he's got down there. Oh, something kind of interesting that I ran across the other day. I think it was like 2 days ago. Something like that. And actually, this video, I was watching something on YouTube on my old phone here. And popped up. This is because I have autoplay on, so a video just played after one stopped, and I wasn't right there next to my old phone, and I could hear it, and it was talking about shoot, it was the old Mission Control guy who played him in Apollo 13. Can't remember who played him. Was it he had like a buzz cut? I don't know. It was pretty interesting, I thought.
If you really took your finger and poked hard at it, you could poke right through the outer skin of the spacecraft. It was a
hang on.
Your chair so you don't fall out of it.
This is the old Mission Control guy.
I'm gonna play a clip about the construction of the LEM. Hold on a second.
This is the
skin on the crew cabin was very thin, and that was all done because of weight savings. Weight was a very critical item that always had to be considered in anything that you did. If you really took your finger and poked hard at it, you could poke right through the outer skin of the spacecraft.
I'm pretty sure this is the old Mission Control guy.
2 layers of aluminum foil, but it's the kind of thing that you were reasonably cautious that you didn't jab any pointed objects through.
In reality, it was the thickness of 3 layers of heavy duty, what you know, Reynolds wrap, heavy duty tinfoil. That's how thick it was. Yeah.
They're trying to tell us that those guys spent.
Yeah, this is an interesting video. Okay. Fred Thorne. Is that his name?
Let's kind of summarize this.
Wait a minute. Is that a YouTube video?
So there you have it.
Oh, yeah. No, it's okay. The only way... Okay, they're free use. What you're allowed to do, as long as I'm talking about their content, and we're discussing their content, which is what we're doing. We're talking about... Yeah. The only time that you get in trouble is if you just blatantly steal someone's content and you don't talk about it, you don't transform it in any way, you're not being critical of it, which is what we're doing, or what I'm doing. It's what I'm fixing to talk about it. And I just thought that was interesting because the vacuum thing that they have built here on, where is it? I think it's up in Sandusky, Ohio. Am I wrong? I think I'm right. Hang on. Is Nathan still here? I thought Nathan was gone a long time ago. Hey, we'll see you later, dude. See you later, Nathan. I'm fixing to wrap this up here in a few minutes anyways. That's why I brought this up. But yeah, I think it's in Sandusky, the vacuum chamber that NASA built. Maybe NASA didn't build it. I don't know who built it. I don't really know. I think the reasoning was to test theories of things in a vacuum, like how things would react. But the vacuum that they have built, it's 8 foot. It has 8 feet thick concrete walls and a 6 feet thick concrete ceiling, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 8 and 6. Well, and it can only produce like a 1/1000th of the vacuum that they tell us that space is. I think that's pretty interesting. I'm not saying one way or the other, but I feel like it's pretty interesting to see the construction of the space, the moon lander thing. I don't know. A fly can't fly in a vacuum. I doubt a bee can either, because something to do with their wings. I saw something really interesting on that the other day. Can you show the Russian IRP from 2000? Oh, yeah. Yeah, hang on a second. I'll be right back. I forgot about that. So you just said that. Totally forgot about it. This is an interesting one. I need to get my tray out of the way so I don't get food all over this. Man. Got packing peanuts all over the place now. And they're right where I'm sitting. Or I just leave them. Okay. You know, outdoor, I'm not even sure what year this thing is 100%. I'll have to look at it. Alright, now I want to get this tray out of the way. There we go. Alright. There we go. There it is. 5701, so maybe July 5th, 2001 maybe. There's a close-up where the whole thing's in the picture. There's you look at the date stamp. I think that's the date stamp. So maybe an 01. And it does not have plastic around it. I don't know if it ever did. July 01, best before date is 1 year. Wow. Man, I really enjoyed that review that you and Dennis did on the Portuguese ration. Alright, there was a dude that made a hovercraft out of scarab wings and then sent a sound frequency. Yes, you know, that's what I was getting ready to say. Alright, because I guess bees actually use some sort of like sound vibration. I guess that, and it makes them hover because they're completely not aerodynamic and their wings are too small to actually fly them. So they have something else that happens whenever they flap their wings. I didn't know this, but I guess it's known like that. But I'll give you oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Oh man. I guess it's from this. What is this? Is this a drink mix? I gotta get this cleaned up. Huh. No, that isn't. That's apple. I bet you that's some kind of jelly or something. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. Well, that has to come out of there or be cleaned up at the least. Most important is getting it off of there. I think it's probably apple butter. I think it's like the old version of the apple butter. I have to guess. I don't know if it's apple, but some kind of jelly probably. That has to have just happened actually because it wasn't like that. But there's a list of what's in it, I think. There's the old napkins. There's the old can opener that came with it. Heavy duty. That thing's heavy. Super heavy. Well, it fits on that can. Not well at all. Man, if I had to open every can with that, I'd be so ticked off. Now, that's April 9th. Huh. 4901. Kawa. Interesting can. It's not bloated. I don't think I'm going to eat it, but we'll see. I'll heat it up at least. This one I'm not heating up. No way. That's probably our beef stew, I would have to assume. Instructions for lunch, dinner, and breakfast. Okay. Kasha again. That's interesting looking labels and cans, man. I gotta say. Really cool. Way cooler than they are now. I don't know if they're way cooler, but definitely look at that. Look at that dude. Chef. What's up, Chef? Makahito. 250 gram can. Very interesting. Put this can opener back the way I had it. The way it was. Some packs of sugar. Right there. And then there's a nice and solid drink mix right there. Another pack of sugar. And check this out. These are the self-starting fuel tabs that were in this thing all the way back in 01. So, I don't know when they started doing the self-lighting fuel tabs like that. But, or strike on fuel tabs, I guess. Get your little stove attached to the back and your striker. It's really cool. You have, I think these are charcoal tablets, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure that's what that is, charcoal tablets. And 2 pieces of some kind of candy. Pretty interesting looking. And butter, maybe? I don't know what that is. Maybe some kind of pate? I'm not real sure. Really cool looking old cans, though. I gotta say that. That's some interesting looking old cans. I'm not real sure what this is. Maybe a drink mix. There's 2 of them. And then this one. So, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 5 packs of crackers. Yes, fruit caramel. Okay. Fruit caramels. Oh, sugar. Sugar is over here. Actually, it can go right. Well, no. Gotta figure out what I'm going to do with that. I hate to toss it. I'd like to open it up and see what's up with it. Whenever I guess I'm just going to have to do this as soon as I can. Or lose that item. And be an item short on the entire review. I'd hate to do that. But yeah, there it is. What was it, 18 years old? 18 years old. Almost. No, yeah, it's 18 years old. Yeah. So, I don't know what does it have a menu number on there? I don't see a menu number. But that it's real similar to the French ration now. In the way it looks from the outside. The box. Just the box. So that's pretty cool. You don't see these every day. I don't know that I've ever seen another one reviewed. I think there are some pictures of this era on MREinfo.com. If I'm not mistaken, might be some good info on there about that. I haven't really dug into the info on this yet, but I will. So, yeah, next week, plan on doing a beef stew. And I'm going to get into this, too. This is something that Blindside sent in. And it's got a Best By date of October 22nd, 2019. Now, I also have that South African that Steve sent in. I got to get with him. Because that thing, it runs out this month. Now, we know it's not like going to expire on the day that it says it is or anything. But from everyone that I've talked to, the South African does not have a good shelf life. So the longer I let that thing sit past this month, actually it ran out in February, so it just ran out, the worse it's going to get. So yeah, Vasily says not eat. Yeah, I wouldn't eat this. Now, I don't know. I might try the drink mixes or something like that in there. maybe taste a cracker, which I'd say is going to be horrible. But I would say this right here. I don't know much about these little things, these little bip and baps. But I think that's what they're called, bip and baps. They're like little single. Now this is obviously a civilian version, but they do hand something similar to this out to the military. And this is made by Daytrex. If that tells you anything. Survival bars, Daytrex. And it's kind of geared towards the Asian market. So they've been doing it since 2004, it looks like, since 2004. So I want to check this out eventually on a live stream. It's obviously a rice dish, and it's got 2 packages of stuff in it that you add after you add your water and stir up. I'll have to translate the instructions because I'd like to know how long you're supposed to leave it set after you put in your hot water, but pretty simple instructions as far as that goes, other than knowing how long it's got to sit. So next week, look forward to we're going to have on the MRE Nation beef stew with everything that I picked out. I just left that logged in and everything up, so all I got to do is check out with that, and that'll be that should be next week's live stream. Like I said, as long as I get it in time, which I'm pretty sure that I will, that'll be next week. And I don't know, I think that's all I've got planned for next week as of right now. So alright guys, I want to thank you guys for hanging out on the live stream, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys for taking the time out of your day to spend here and hang out with me, because you know I appreciate you. And I don't know, I guess really all I got left to do is say thank all you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next live stream. Later.